Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Play Too Much live sessions. My name is Jason Russo. I'm your host, and I'm joined today by the incredible Bloody Cabaret. Thank you guys so much for being with us.
Hey,
Thank you.
We are all huge fans here at Play Too Much, and I'm really excited to hear the set for today. Before you guys get started, you all come from pretty diverse backgrounds of music. Can you talk a little bit about what brought you guys together to form Bloody Cabaret as like this super group of musical performance?
Okay.
Take it.
Yeah. Megan and I initially met. We were playing at this like Halloween themed variety show, and we
Mhm.
just both kind of, you know, were doing our own thing. She was doing a vocal performance, and I was doing a piano string performance. And afterwards, we met up, and we just really sort of gravitating towards each other and our own um, musical styles. Seemed really complementary. Um, so it really took a long time, a couple of years of friendship and just talking about music a lot. And the three of us would just hang out a lot. And we wanted to do a live show. And that's kind of how it came together. It was really, it wasn't, we didn't seek each other out or anything. It was, we just kind of found each other. It was really wonderful. Um,
Gotcha.
yeah. And
That's awesome.
mhm.
Can you talk a little bit about the concepts behind the album then that brought you guys together? Because it's for those who are listening, I'm sure they know, but it's this huge, grandiose visual project and this great music. What was some of the inspiration behind writing it?
Pain. There's definitely a lot of emotional, dark things that we were experiencing at the time of writing these, and some things that had happened before we had come together that were still a part of our emotional status at the time. So we really connected with some of the things that we were struggling with, and were able to discuss those things with each other and find understanding. And then I think through that understanding, we were really able to express those things musically together. Um, but a lot of the songs are about our different kinds of struggles, I'd say.
Yeah.
There's a couple love songs, but um, you know, some darkness.
Yeah, it makes sense that that is sort of the COVID mindset. Every musician I have on, I talk about how COVID has affected their art, and I feel like that's definitely. It sounds like that's very represented in the music.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of, let's hear it. You've got. Let's hear your first song for us today.
So
Okay. Do we want to introduce it at all? I just want to go into it.
what when I introduce it? You introduce it.
Okay. This first song is Megan's. It's called Moon, and it's a love song. Megan wrote for Quinn, and yeah, it's kind of one of the simpler songs on the album, but it's really beautiful and to play, and we hope you all like it.
Awesome. Yeah, let's hear it.
You're the moon. Fill the dark with your nightlight. Gone too soon. Waves that crash with the sunrise. Crossing to new. Every shape perfectly timed. In all of you, hang in the sky like the stars do. You're the moon.
That was awesome.
Thank you so much.
That is such a really beautiful song. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah.
So the not only is there the album, but there's also the full visual album, which is out on YouTube for everybody to watch. What was that filming experience like? Because I know it was filmed at some different places around the world.
So the filming actually took place in one location. The audio recordings took place across the
Gotcha.
world for
Mhm.
sure. We have a Russian orchestra in there. We have some solo players from like across the United States. But the funny thing about the video is that we had this one building and we wanted to like get as much mileage out of it as we could. It was a really intense like 2 day shoot. We filmed all 14 songs in 2 days, so it was a real grind, and it was in the middle of the pandemic, and so we had to be very very careful about how we went about it. But Quinn, did you want to talk about some of like the filming it?
Yeah, it was fun. It was definitely challenging, and we shot it. We shot the 14 songs, 14 videos in 2 days, right before
Wow.
Christmas. Yeah, so like the 22nd, 23rd of December. So it was a pretty hectic moment, but I think it was really satisfying, and I think a lot of work and pre-planning went into it, and I think everybody kind of chipped in there, a little bit of their talent, and I'm really proud that we were able to pull it off. So it was challenging, but really really fun to do, and yeah.
And one
Yeah.
one thing I'll say that Quinn is very modest about is like most of like the really beautiful shots in the video, Quinn actually shot that stuff. So in addition,
Oh, really?
and that really showcases his cinematography abilities. So like definitely multifaceted, talented person. So
That's awesome. It definitely sounds like you guys really had your hands in it. That it's very of you, which is really great.
Yeah, totally. And
Awesome.
thank you. We couldn't, yeah. We all chipped in together, so.
Well, let's hear the next song you guys have for us.
do you want to introduce it while I get this yeast on me?
So this next song is called Murder Dream, and it's basically I'm a nightmare person, lots of nightmares my whole life. That's how I sleep, I guess. So this is kind of just an expression of those nights.
Gotcha. We'll take it away.
Two hands are tied, bite down on tongues. Fishing line wrapped around elbows. Ooh, that dawn. Miles of wire, leaves crack and dry up, heavy with stones. My doors and times taking time, taking a life. Crack a smile, say your line, say it's fine. Everything is fine. Watch it float around low, up in our heads. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Spin around, fall down into the dead. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Wake in the night, fight for your life. Carpet burn, drag across your side. Ooh, that song. Radio dial, belly and eye holes, swollen closed. Almost
Awesome. That was really beautiful. I think also the way you strummed the piano strings, that was like the coolest thing that's ever happened on one of these live sessions. That really I gasped a little bit. That creates such a like an eerie sound. That's really awesome.
It comes from my years. Megan and I have, well, all three of us really have a shared love of horror, and I had kind of a past life of scoring horror films, so you know.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you know all the tips and tricks to make this the audio
Oh, yeah,
as
sure.
eerie as possible.
Right.
Well, that's definitely reflects in the concept of the album, and it is very much a concept album. Did you guys? I'm just curious. Did you guys dig into any other concept albums for inspiration or for like guidance on the progress of making it?
Do you want to talk about that? You were kind of talking about how this was actually kind of a little bit in a vacuum in some ways.
Yeah. It's been pretty amazing for us. All this just happened really organically between us, and we weren't really seeking inspiration outside of ourselves for this project. So we didn't really dive into other people's work as we made this. I think that we had enough material and content already that we didn't really need to do that. So not really, not specifically.
Yeah, I definitely. It's like, of course, like we have our influences are in there, and like I can hear my influences in there for sure. But I felt like creating this. For me, I wanted to make something that I really wanted to see and didn't think existed exactly. And so I think we really just we siloed ourselves off a little bit, to be totally honest with you.
Each song has its own real story, something that really happened to us that it's based on. So none of it was imaginary. It was just there and real.
Gotcha. That authenticity really rings through. I mean, I think even when you're listening, that point you just made, it's definitely noticeable. So that totally, I can hear it in the music. Yeah. And I have to ask, what is the inspiration behind Bloody Cabaret? Was that just because it sounds awesome, but is it sort of reflective of the theatrical performance, or is it something else?
That's you.
Okay. Yeah. So it's kind of difficult, like, to explain. Like, I can be really bad at explaining away like what things mean, but I think you definitely are right. There's the performance aspect of it, and like timelessness was a word that came up, and so like looking at performance from a timeless perspective was important. But for more of a symbolic part, in the musical Cabaret, there's a song that says "Life is a cabaret," and so we're kind of using it, I think, a little bit in that context, where in our case, using pain as kind of our paintbrush, life is a bloody cabaret sometimes. And
wow.
That's kind of the significance for me anyway. Yeah.
Gotcha. You really undersold not being able to explain it, because I think that was perfect. That one that was great.
Good. Cool.
You guys have another song for us, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
This song is called "All of the Stars," and it's kind of like the quintessential campfire song. And I did write it up in the mountains, like, on a little. I actually have it right here. I wrote it on this little baby ukulele. I'm not going to play it on this, but yeah, it's a simple song about contentment. So
I think the phrase quintessential campfire song already has me hooked.
Good. I'm glad. Let's just follow. I hope you like it.
All right. Awesome.
You don't have to long to belong. You know that you've always had the right to be wrong. And you don't have to leave to believe that you don't have to sing if you've got no song.
So fun.
I swear I could hear like campfire in the background. I don't know if I made it up or if you guys had some magic going on, but it was definitely there.
Love
Yeah.
Well, Bloody Cabaret, thank you so much for joining me today. This has been really awesome. Do you guys have any plans possibly in the future of performing live or doing more with the music that you want to talk about?
Yes, we're definitely gonna play
Yeah.
as things open up and it gets easier.
Mhm.
We are playing.
Yeah.
That is
Like-
super exciting.
I think definitely I like the goal right now. Of course, we're going to do some stuff here and there, but I think for people in Utah, we're going to be hopefully doing a like big October extravaganza. You know,
Hmm.
kind of tapping into the horror aspects and doing a full concept show. So that's the hope, though. You never know in this world what's going to happen, but.
Gotcha. Yeah, October definitely sounds like the perfect time.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on today. This has been a treat. Everybody here at Play Too Much has been really obsessed with the album, so we are super excited that you guys joined us today.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you
Yeah,
so
thank you all
much.
so much.
Thank
Yeah. And for everybody watching at home, be sure to check out the live video. It's on YouTube. There's also the albums on Spotify, wherever you stream music. Bloody Cabaret. Check them out. And we'll be back on Wednesday with another live session. So until then, take care, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see